coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, 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 boom. Ooh, I appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. We out here, we rolling. We pushing that P, man. Positive energy. We trying to get it out there, man. We trying to save the youngest before it's too late. Appreciate everybody who rock with the platform. Appreciate everybody who been supporting the early videos, the throwback videos, although it ain't been a lot of you, but I definitely appreciated anybody who watched it, anybody who shared it. 2 times thanks for anybody who watched it over, who already has seen it. But I think each one of the videos got a message in it, got a lesson in it, and it got a blessing in it. So hopefully y'all watch them. Hopefully y'all support. Hopefully y'all comment. Let me know if you picked up something that you didn't pick up the last time. What you think about the video, whatever it is, just talk to me, man. Y'all know I talk back. I appreciate it. Appreciate the morning mud, man. That is getting more and more fun every day. If you on TBP Nation and you ain't came over there to Instagram to the morning mud, first of all, shame on you. Shame on you, because we be laughing over there. We be getting positive energy. We be having fun, good feedback, conversation. So it's a beautiful thing, man. It get you off to your day, man, in a good vibe, and that's what we trying to do over here. Create positive energy, man. Put out positive vibes to the universe. So everybody who participated in that, man, I definitely appreciate you for sure. We got new merch on the page, so go to the store on my YouTube page, man, and check out the new merch. We're going to have some more coming, man. This is something Hollywood Trail designed, so y'all go check it out. If you like it, copy it, take a picture of it, send it to me. I'm definitely going to post it, man. So shout out to Hollywood Trail, man. Big love to everybody out there that's with this TBP Nation. Can't stop, won't stop. Road to 100K. Let's go, man. Man, today I'm going way back in my mind from talking to a couple of my old heads, man. Like I said, I just was with my old head Van. Shout out Van. And I'm going back, man, back in the day, man, to you know, lessons that you learn in prison. And sometimes you learn lessons the hard way, you know. And if you fortunate enough, you can learn it the hard way without getting harmed. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, you learn things the hard way, man, and it may cost you. It may cost you a whole lot, man, more than you know, got to give. And I can remember early in my bit, man, and you know, I had got into that gambling, man, because I used to shoot dice. I shot dice on the street, you know what I'm saying? Dice has always been like one of my joints that I had luck in. I was good at dice, so I could shoot dice, and you know, most of the time, more often than not, I'd win. You know what I'm saying? I would win. I come up with something and make something shake. So I enjoy shooting dice, and then in prison, you know, it became, you know, a resource to make money, man. You know, you can make money. And then the adrenaline flow, you know, you killing the boredom, all of that. But, you know, me being green and being new, you know, you jumping into things that you're not really realizing the consequences. I'm in a different environment. I'm in a different setting. It's different circumstances. It's not like playing on the street. Although when you do play on the street, you know, it's danger in that as well. You know what I'm saying? But you on the street. But the thing about it is, people on the street got more to lose, you know, like their freedom. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to, you know, try to protect that at all costs if they're smart. Some people move without thinking. Some people think before they move, you know. But in the penitentiary, man, you know, you don't know what you're dealing with. You could be dealing with people that ain't never getting out, people that ain't got nothing to lose, people that got a whole different type of mindset. So I can remember, man, you know, we had to duck the police to gamble. You know what I'm saying? You can't gamble right in front of the police, no matter what they tell you. You can't really gamble right in front of the police. Even when we're playing poker, man, you got to make it look like you're not playing poker. Even though they know you're playing poker, you have to take the effort to make sure it don't look like you playing poker. You know, whatever it is, you got to make it look like you ain't gambling. So usually with a dice game, man, you know, it's going to always look like you gambling. So you usually got to hide, man. You got to get in blind spots, or either or you go in people's cell and gamble. So this is what they was doing it back then. They was going in the cell and gambling. Somebody get their cell open. You get a lookout man to be on the outside, you know, make some type of noise, let you know when the police coming, so everybody can scramble around and hide, get in little spots. Or the dude could, you know, throw his little cut up on the door and sit on the toilet, act like he using the bathroom. So when the man come by and knock, you all right in there? Yeah, I'm using the bathroom, and he'll keep it pushing. After he make his rounds, then he gone, then it's back to gambling. You know, everybody on the floor, they moved everything out the way, dudes in there shooting dice, everybody betting, everybody got their money with them, you know what I'm saying? Usually, if you gambling on the inside of a cell, it's cash and carry, you bring the money with you, right? This particular time, dude was running the game, you know, and we got about 6, 7 dudes in there, right? And everybody going to cell, he'll be like, look, if you gambling, man, you better come on in for the closed door. You better come in. I ain't opening the door for nobody else. We opening the door one time, man. You know what I'm saying? We gamble, man. When the door's open, man, everybody come out, man. Woo, woo, woo. So that's how it is. So everybody trying to get their money. Bring your money with you. Bring your money with you. So everybody getting their money. Everybody going in the cell. You going in the cell. We going in there to shoot dice. Everybody trying to win each other's money, right? He the house man. He running the game. So he responsible for everything. And it's his sale. So we all pile up in there, man. We wait for the doors to close, man. The doors close, man. He throw the little cut up, and you know, we got the little lookout man on the outside. So everybody start getting down on the floor, you know what I'm saying, shooting dice, right? I don't know how many of y'all know out there know how to shoot dice, but everybody rolling, see who go first, whatever, whatever. So we start shooting dice. We shooting regular dice. You know what I'm saying? We ain't shooting CeeLo and none of that. We playing regular dice. At this point in time, I used to always hear about CeeLo, but I had started shooting dice on the street, just shooting regular dice. So I ain't never really even know the rules to CeeLo at this particular time, which was, you know, something that I wouldn't have got into because I ain't know. But I eventually learned CeeLo later on, and then when I did learn it, I wish I would have known it a long time ago, because you can win quick money fast that way. Plus you get to bet against everybody, which when I'm shooting dice, that's what I want. I want everybody to bet against me, because if everybody bet against me and I'm successful, then the more money I win and the quicker I win it. You know, but it's a double-edged sword, man, or a double-headed coin, because you lose just as much if you lose. But I always bet on myself. I always, you know, felt confident, man, that I got the iron on, and I'm be able to shoot all night. At least that's what I think in my mind. Most of the time I was right, you know. But so we in there, we start gambling, we start shooting and everything, man. And everybody in there betting. I usually lay back at first, let everybody even hit the dice. If I don't get them first, I let everybody hit the dice so I can see what their roll look like. I can see what they finesse look like. I can see if they trying to, you know, pinch the dice. I can, you know, you got to observe before you just jump into something. But everybody in there, nobody really like, you know, hang with nobody or nothing. Ain't nobody really, you know, we just all in the block together. But it ain't like I see 2 dudes in there and them 2 dudes walking partners, they always be together, or, you know, this dude in the cell with this dude. I don't see none of that. It's just like, you know, 6 of us in there, him making like 7, you know what I'm saying, in there just shooting dice. Everybody trying to win everybody money, you know. So boom, the game get to roll. A couple of dudes get a couple of hot hands, woo, woo, woo. Then it goes back and forth. I hit the dice, man. I get a good hot hand, you know what I'm saying. Boom, then I go out. And then I'm betting on other dudes. You got to wait for the dice to come back around. Unless you want to buck the dice. You can pay to buck the dice, though. But that's more or less just giving away money. Then if you give it away instead of waiting for it to come back down around to you, and then you do get them, and you go out, you done lost twice. You know what I'm saying? So use the dudes and let the dice go, man. Unless you really trying to, you know, go ahead and hit up and get on up out of there, which we wouldn't have been able to do because the doors was closed anyway. They ain't going to open until they do a break. So, man, the game started getting bigger and bigger, and this is when he messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because he's running the game, and instead of just cutting the money from the game, which is going to automatically make you a winner, the house man has that option. He could just cut the money. So he just basically getting free money. Number 1, for using his place, and number 2, for him being responsible for the pay all money. You know what I'm saying? And him having the dice. It's his dice, it's his game, his rules. So if he just sit back and cut the money and just bet every now and then, it's cool. Dudes ain't gonna be mad. He could just sit and then don't shoot and don't do nothing but bet or nothing until it get around to him. But as long as he touch the dice, dudes will feel like you getting a free fair gamble. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just collecting money. You know what I'm saying? He gonna shoot some every now and then. This joker ain't know the rules, and he want to keep shooting the dice, right? And the more he keeps shooting, the more he keep losing. You know what I'm saying? And then he want to buck the dice. He want to pay to buck the dice. So dudes is like, okay, all right. So dudes is letting him buck the dice because he keep going out. So he losing money, and, and, on top of the money he done cut. He done lost that, now he losing more money. So now this joint got outrageous. Every time the dice get around to him, he want to shoot. He keep going out. He just in what we call the breaks. He in the breaks. He can't hit nothing. You know what I'm saying? He can't buy a number. If he draw him on the dice, he can't buy a number. So he keep going out, but he keep betting and he keep bucking, and dudes keep on going at him and keep on betting because everybody, ain't no mercy. Dudes trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Then they thinking in their mind, he the house man. We straight anyway. That's the one we want to get late. So the game get to going, man, and everybody's betting, man, and look like he the big loser. Maybe a dude or two other losing too, but he looking like he the big loser. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting now crunch time. You know what I'm saying? We probably got 10, 15 minutes before they gonna bust these doors open, and we gonna have to get up out here. So now everybody's trying to be a little, reserved with their betting because ain't nobody trying to get late, and then at the last minute, then you can't get away. He is the latest. He got, you know what I'm saying, he owed more money than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So the joke get crazy, man. And then dude want to stop. He said, man, we ain't got nothing but like 10 minutes left, man. I'm good, man. I'm trying to cash out. So when he say he trying to cash out, so dude like, man, you going? Like, yeah, I'm cashing out, man. I won't get my money for the doors open. So then another joke like, all right, well, I'm going to cash out too. So now you got two dudes telling me they cash out. So the rest of the dudes telling me, man, game over. So the house man telling me some, man, game ain't over. We still got a little time, man. Dude's like, man, game over, man. Ain't nobody else playing, man. Everybody trying to cash out. So now everybody counting up their chips and counting up their money. And he looking like, man, like he done drunk a 10 40s of beer. He looking crazy. He like, man, so now everybody trying to quit and we still got time. And this usually what another dude will say this in the game. But this the house man. Because everybody in the game realize you the latest one. You late. You know what I'm saying? So dudes like, man, yeah, man, the game over, man. Get the money right, man. So dudes counting up money. You can see that the dudes is counting up the money is definitely more money than what they came in there. Because he don't want to got extra chips because he kept losing. So he getting out extra chips. When you give him your money when you come in there, you give him $40, you know what I'm saying, worth of commissary, whatever it is that you give him. He gonna give you $40 worth of chips. So when you running the game, you basically got control of the game. You know how much money in the game because you the one putting the chips in the game. If you got a stack of chips and you counted all your chips before the game started, then you mark your chips too, so can't nobody slide no extra chips in it, which they will try to do because they'll come in there playing your game one time and peep your chips and go get the same type of chips and come back in there, get in the game with that flammery, that larceny, that skullduggery. And once they get to losing, they'll reach all in their pocket and try to slide some extra chips in the game. But dudes be on to that. That's the houseman job. He got to be looking at everybody, got to be looking at everything. He got to be multitasking to know what's going on. Because dudes would most definitely try to get you. So, but if you the house man, you supposed to know how much money is in the game. Because if I got $500 worth of chips, you know what I'm saying, and I put $150 worth of chips in the game, I know it ain't nothing but $150 worth of chips in the game. That's it. That's point blank, right? But when you gambling yourself and start, swallowing bets, that's what we call it in prison. Swallowing bets. I mean, betting stuff that you don't got. You swallowing bets. When you start swallowing bets, then, you know what I'm saying, you done lost count of your chip count. And the only thing you can do is go over and deduce from how many chips you got over here from your stash to know how much is actually in the game. So he late because he done grabbed from the stash. Let me buck him. I'm bucking him. All right, I'm bucking. And he don't know what he got because he done lost count. So everybody trying to cash out now. So now he getting mad. And I can see it, even at a young age right there. I can see it. He looking for a way out. He looking for a way out because he getting more and more agitated and he talking loud and everything. So then here it come. Dude like, man, hey, what's all that, man? Man, lower your voice, man. Dude's trying to cash out. That's that, man. What's up? So he telling something, man, who you talking to? This my sale. You know what I'm saying, man? You lower your voice, man. This is my game. It's my sale. Dude like, man, I don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? He like, I don't give a F neither. So now other dudes is in there. We want our money. We like, hold on, man. Man, calm down, man. Let's get this money straight first and get up out this sale. So he like, Man, keep on talking. Ain't nobody getting nothing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get something. I don't know what they going to do. But this is what I'm saying in my mind. But I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm watching. But I don't put money in here. I'm getting my money that I put in here for sure. And I'm going to get what's owed to me as well. So that's my philosophy. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So he told me, ain't nobody. So then another dude say, what you mean ain't nobody getting nothing? He said, man, you heard me now. He said, hold on, man. Y'all don't be pressing me in my cell. So he back up against the wall. And when he back up against the wall, man, that joker go up in his joint and pull the Bethlehem out. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody back, oh, you pulling the joint, you pulling. He said, yeah, y'all ain't gonna be pressing me up in my cell. Y'all ain't gonna be pressing me. So man, it's crazy. Now we all stuck up in this cell with this one joker, and it's his cell, and he got the Bethlehem. So I'm looking at everybody else, and ain't nobody else reaching or pulling nothing out. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't had neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm great, I'm learning. I ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we all in this joker cell. He the only one that got the Bethlehem, and he done pulled it. So that's a cardinal sin right there. Don't pull it unless you ready to use it. So he pull it, and it looked like he ready to use it. So dude's like, oh, okay, what's up, man? Man, get this door open. Man, get this door open. He tell me, man, you better calm down. So dude, I mean, it's like getting tense in here where don't nobody know what's going on, but it look like something get ready to pop off. Yeah, something get ready to pop off. And I'm like, just on my pivot. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my game. Like, I don't know none of these jokers like that to be stuck up in this situation. And in my mind, I'm already going through withdrawals. Like, man, what I come up in here for? What I get locked up in here for? Why am I locked up in here without no joint? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the time, I got one. But I don't use it total with me because the police on this joint when I'm learning, like I say, they'll just pull you and, you know, pat you down. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be on point. So at this time in my bit, I'm moving like I'm going to get it when I need it. I'm going to get it when I think it's a situation. That type of time. I learned from that. But this was one of the situations that helped me learn. So, man, everybody in there is tense, man. It's loud. You know, more and more dudes getting agitated. So we got 7 jokers in one cell. 7 jokers in one cell. One Bethlehem. And it's the dude who owned the cell. And it's getting, and dudes is pressing them. Now everybody mad because you done pulled the jump. You know what I'm saying? And now he acting like he ain't getting nobody no money. Like everybody got to get up out his cell. So I can see dudes got their face balled up. Dudes got their fist clenched. Dudes is peeping the cell. Like, you know, I'm thinking in my mind, they looking like something I can grab. Or, you know, so it's like somebody get ready to bust a move. And he started telling dudes to back up. First of all, the cell's small anyway. It's too many of us in here. And it ain't that much room. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely ain't that much room for that Bethlehem to get to slinging. And it ain't no way, in my mind anyway, he ain't gonna incapacitate and chop up 6 dudes without that junk getting took from him. So he in a deadly situation as well. He in a super deadly situation because even if you hit 1 or 2, and you ain't gonna get everybody. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you hit 1 joker, you know what I'm saying, I'm out the way anyway. But if you hit 2 jokers and then you hit 3, I'm gonna bust a move on you because I'm thinking I got to be in the line. I got to be in the line of fire. So I'm gonna jump on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. But it's like my mind is reeling. I'm thinking of all these scenarios, what to do, and I'm looking too, something to grab, a brush or something that I can cluck them up. I want to get up out you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't trust these other jokers. I don't know what's going on. So man, dude is pressing them, and then dudes is like, you know, standing in front of him like, what's up? What's up? You gonna use it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, and sure enough, he lunged one time too fast and hit him. And hit him. Yeah. And he, So then dude like, yeah, man, it's just chaos in there, man. And then he done turned the joint. First he had the joint like this, where he hit him. Then he done turned the joint like this, like he, you know, he ready to start chopping jokers, right? So dudes is acting like they coming at him. He done bagged up. You can see the blood start seeping through his shirt. He hollering. Man, people on the outside got to hear us. Dudes is walking to the door. The lookout man that came to the door like, Man, y'all all right in there? Y'all all right there? He done pulled the joint down, looking in there. It's like, man, get the door. Get the door. Man, dudes is moving. Dudes is hollering in there like, yeah, I'm going to get my joint. I'm like, oh, my goodness, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck in a situation that I ain't got no business being in. Chasing that small money. Chasing adrenaline because of the boredom, you know what I'm saying? And this right here could have turned out so ugly, man. And it was turning out bad anyway. But I'm looking at it from my perspective. I could have got late. I could have been super late, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, because if the people come and they catch us in this cell and they got that Bethlehem in there and somebody's already hit and bleeding, man, we all going down like the Titanic. You know what I'm saying? We all going down like the Titanic. And the crazy part about it is, you know, in retrospect, now looking back, we all in his cell. He can lie. He can say we bum rushed the cell and came in there to get him and he defended himself. He can come up out of the situation. Now, he going to go through the penitentiary kangaroo court and all this and all that, but he ain't going to court and get no more time because that ain't going to hold up in court because we all out of bounds. We all in his cell. That's John called unauthorized area. We in an unauthorized area. We don't even supposed to be in there. And he can just simply say, man, we ran in on him and tried to rob him. You know what I'm saying? So, all I'm thinking about, though, at the time, I'm thinking won't up to par like I just explained. But what I'm thinking about at the time is, man, get this door. Get this door open. Let me get up out here. So then dudes start grabbing their money. Dudes, and he's like, hey, put it down. And dude stayed to holler. He want to get up out there. He said, man, somebody get me up out here, man. Get me up out here, please. And then dude's trying to grab their money. No, I put this in there. I put that in there. He cocked the jump back like he get ready to hit dude. Dude jumped back. Everybody's pressed up against the wall. You got one dude fending off everybody with this one Bethlehem. That's the power of the Bethlehem. You understand? Now, I'm not even going to sit up here and shoot you no left hook or nothing, man. I'm out the way, too. Because I ain't trying to get hit. I can tell you that right now. Because the joint he had was decent. You know what I'm saying? It was decent. And yeah, it was a hot stopper. And I won't try to get my hot stop. Because worst case scenario for me, I'm looking at it like, I'm trying to grasp the money that I put in here anyway. But at the worst case scenario, I just want to get about the cell in case the police come. And because it's already going to be late. Somebody bleeding, somebody hit. Somebody going to have to go to medical. I want to get about the cell. Whatever transpire after that, I can deal with. I can get up out the cell and go get my joint, and I'm going to come get my money. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he got in there. I don't care if he got King Kong in there. I'm going to come get my money. So I ain't tripping off that. I want to get out this cell. This cell right now is a death trap. You know what I'm saying? It's a death trap because we trapped in here, and he got everybody packed back. You know, don't nobody want to charge him now because it's obvious that he ain't pump faking. He going to use the joint, which is common sense. Because if he let somebody take it from him, ain't no telling what can happen to him. You understand? So he definitely going to use it. So, and he done already displayed that. So, man, it's just mega chaos. The dude, when he got the door, next thing you know, the door, the door start open. Everybody piling out. Dudes get out. Dudes start running to their cell. Dudes running to their cell. I'm walking, you know what I'm saying? But I'm walking with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Going to my cell. I'm going to get my joint out the Bama. Because I'm like, yeah, I want my money. You know what I'm saying? Dude coming up out the cell. He bleeding. He running to his cell. He trying to check himself. His cellie checking him. Now his cellie want to get the joint and go over there and try to get some get back. He standing at his door, got his hands in his pants. That means he got that joint tucked. He like, yeah, his cellie come over there. I guess he put his cellie up on game. His cellie done came out. He's standing in front of the cell too with his hands in his pants. So man, it's getting ready to be some blood up in this joint. This joint getting ready to get crazy. And I'm taking all of this in, man, like, man, this is the penitentiary. This is the penitentiary, and I done got myself caught up in some flammery, man. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, dudes, his cellie coming over there like, what's up? Oh, nah, he ain't going down like that. He ain't going down like that. Dude, his cellie, this hit, he feeling so bad. They trying to decide what they want to do, but he feeling so bad and he getting nervous about his condition. He said, man, I got to go to medical. He go to the booth. The people in the booth see he bleeding, and that's a wrap. Everybody lock up. Lock up. Everybody lock up. Lock up. So now everybody's scrambling. Everybody trying to hide their Bethlehem. Everybody know that the police getting ready to flood this joint. and everybody trying to get to their Bama, hide their knife, get that out the way. Man, it just was pure chaos, man. Pure chaos. I never forget the joint, man. It just had me like, it was lessons. It was lessons in there. There was a lot of lessons and blessings. And blessings it was in it because I could have got hurt. I could have got killed. You know what I'm saying? Because I had put myself in a situation where I didn't have no out. I didn't give myself an out. Whatever situation you put yourself in, you got to give yourself an out. My out was that Bethlehem. My out was that Bethlehem. If I'd had that Bethlehem on me, I could have just laid in the cut and just kept it. Don't pull it unless I'm getting ready to use it and demand my money before all the situation was over. Or just to have it, just to know if the situation got out of hand and danger was coming to me, that I could protect myself. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I could have rumbled or whatever, but hey, who trying to do that? I ain't trying to be getting stabbed and I'm throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't trying to go through that. So it was a lesson for me, man. It was a big lesson for me, man. They ended up coming in there. Dude got locked up. They got the dude out there that got hit. Dude who celly was got locked up. His celly got locked up. And this the crazy part. This is how penitentiary is. And about 5, 6, 7 other dudes got locked up. Ain't now one of them was now one of us that was in the cell. Now one of us that was in the cell. They got who they assumed to be associated with the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it just was a crazy situation. Then some of the dudes who got locked up, some of their homeboys, some of their sellers was mad, like, you know, at the dudes who was in the cell, which was like me, was one of them. They mad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's our fault. It ain't our fault. And then people got the wrong people. It's the people fault. But they don't do nothing to the people, but they'll bring you that drum. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little tense, you know what I'm saying, for a while, man, but it all ended up settling down. And, you know, it's penitentiary. Everything go back to normal. You know what I'm saying? It go back to normal, man. Operation as usual. And as soon as it go back to normal, guess what? You know, somebody else say again. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing over and over again. Because this is all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, people need to realize it's danger in that. It's danger in that. And then that's a lesson that some of these youngins need to know that's going into penitentiary. Unfortunately, going into penitentiary, man, don't let boredom get you killed. And sometimes it's all right, man. You got to be still. You got to be still, man, and deal with that boredom and find another constructive way, man. Because all of these things that I'm talking about, dice game, poker games, skin games, parlays, betting on, all of that stuff comes with danger, man. Danger. You know what I'm saying? Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. So, you know, like I said, man, it was a learning lesson for me, man. That, you know, a lot of times throughout the course of my bit, man, you know, I acknowledge and know now, you know, even if I wasn't acknowledging and knew then that, you know, God was with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. It ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about it, because I've been in a lot of deadly situations, man, looking back on my life, man, in retrospect. A lot of deadly situations. And a lot of them, as time went on, that was early in my bit, as time went on, I was in deadly situations that I wasn't even acknowledging them as being as deadly as they were. I wasn't, because I was just like locked in on, you know, tunnel vision. Like, I'm going to do this bit and ain't nobody going to do nothing to me. And if they try to do something to me, I'm going to do this, all of that. And in each one of those scenarios, me doing what I was willing to do or somebody end up doing something to me, each one of those scenarios is a loss. It's a loss, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had to do what I had to do, I'm going to pay for it. If somebody did something to me that they wanted to do, I'm paying for it. So, you know, but I just won't even thinking, and maybe that's a good thing that I won't thinking on that level, that I wasn't, you know, conscious or aware enough to be as afraid as I should have been. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's why I say that was God's work, man. That was God's work, man. And maybe, you know, he did it for me to get out here, man, to deliver this message. You know, that one of these youngins might heard and say, man, they don't want that life. They don't want that life, man. You know, and yeah, man, me and old head Van were talking yesterday, man. It's just so sad, man, that some of these dudes going back in the penitentiary that done did the time that I done did. That done did 20, 25, 30, 35 years, man, and come out here and not being able to function because they have lived that life so long in the penitentiary that they can't get it out of them. You know what I'm saying? They can't get it out of them. And sadly, they feel more comfortable in that environment because they already know that they are accepted for who they are and the reputation that they done built, whatever that may be. But out here, your reputation is nowhere because don't nobody know who you are because you've been removed from society so long that dudes get caught up because they don't get the respect that they've already earned in a whole nother place, a whole nother environment, man. So that takes them off track, man. But yeah, but it's just a crazy situation, man. But yeah, man. 7 dudes, 1 room, 1 Bethlehem. Terrible situation to be in, bro. And I never was in another one like that and never wanted to be. But anyway, man, something I wanted to share with y'all, TBP, man. Y'all holler at me. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back. I'm putting this work in for y'all. Show me some love. Hit the like button. Share this video. Talk to me in the comments. Do all of that. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Go tell a friend if you ain't told a friend. And if you told a friend, tell that friend to tell somebody else. We on the road to 100K, man. We on the clock, man. October coming, man. You know, October coming. My birthday be here, man. I want a gift, and I wanted to be that plaque on the wall, man, to show that we got a positive movement, man, and we certified. So, can't do it without you. Wouldn't want to. TBP Nation, man, y'all be safe out there. Be smart, man. Make good decisions, man. And boom, 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 boom. Duck them hooks, man, and don't get caught up in a situation you can't get out of, because that joint could be deadly.
The banking special. Yeah. Pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.